Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Five Aside. It's Chidalu and your aunt Sam. We have a new guest today, a new Manchester United correspondent, Nnamdi. Nnamdi, how far now?
I do. Shout out to Man U.
He said he was happy to join this time around because they finally won a game. So
Yeah, this is the right time to join. Before not going to roast me.
I actually didn't watch the game, but I heard that United actually played pretty well. I saw one guy speaking on a clip where he was saying about like that Amorim actually tweaks his tactics. Is that actually true? Or the guy needs to
Uh,
be
by tricking tactics, I think it's just. I think regularly he wanted um like our centre backs to push because that's really the point of his system. Is one centre back pushes to form a midfield three. But instead, I think what he did was he made a midfielder push like an AM push back to make the midfield three. And we get Mount in a pressing machine.
Mm,
So yeah, I think that was a key difference.
yeah. I noticed you guys actually play well. I don't know if I'm making too much of it, but this
But
actually play.
playing better, bro. All these
I
people
feel
niggas
like
are just haters.
no, I feel like you guys actually play well when Mount plays.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Mount is good, bro. Mount is pretty good. Now I dey see why we buy him.
No, I think my Mount is a quality player. Those are is rarely available.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. But I mean, it's okay. I don't mind when he injure. We still have boys for bench.
Hmm. Or do you think this is just the during even during Ten Hag's time, every time it feels like your manager might be under serious pressure, is about to get sacked, you guys win a game. So you think it's just
Nah, I don't think so, bro. We've had sprinkles of good performances this season. Of course, coupled with bad ones. So to me, that just shows like it's a consistency issue.
Sam, what do you think?
Yeah.
I watched the game actually. I was watching it in tandem with the Arsenal game on Saturday. Uh, I saw it. It was a better performance, but I kind of felt like Sunderland were a bit scared. I don't of all the places to of all the times to play Man U, now is always a good time to play them. But I felt like they weren't as aggressive as other teams have been playing United. That's not to take anything away from them. So one of the conversations I've had with like other Man United fans, and I've noticed is that yes, that's very good spot on analysis. Mount did drop to make the midfield three, and it was evident because it held more weight because when Cunha is there and Umbuemo is there, and then there's Bruno, obviously. There are three, the word is like mavericks that you use. They are they're gung ho, they're trying, they're attack, 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 ball comes, attack, find a way to attack. And while that is, the best way to win is attack, it does create a lot of turnovers. So if you're always attacking, which is why like the best teams try and slow things down. If you're always attacking, you're not going to score every time, which also means you will turn the ball over a lot. So it's about like picking and choosing the right moments to attack and then like, recycling or, you know, keeping the ball. So Mount coming in to be that third midfielder allowed them to be more of a presence in the midfield, for lack of a better term. And because Cunha wasn't there, it wasn't as gung ho as like it wasn't as you get the ball while trying to go. It's more like there was more balance. So that's why I guess that's why Mount is in the team.
No,
And
so
it was
they had
actually a very good goal from him when I saw it. It was a very
uh,
good goal from him.
so I guess they had much better control in that game than they did most
Yes,
games.
I would say they had better control in
I
most
think that's
games.
for me the biggest criticism I've had of Man U ever since. Not even just Amorim, even Ten Hag. They are
But
inability to actually
I fear to give them too much credit though, because as much as they were improved, I think Sunderland, like, I don't think that possession was that different. Like, that's great. It was roughly like 51-49 or 50-50 on the day. It wasn't like 60-40 or 70-30. Sunderland did have the ball. Xhaka is very, very good. Still very, very good. But I thought like Sunderland could do more. For some reason, I just felt like Yeah, United played better, no doubt about it. But I think Sunderland could do more. I think a different team with different beef will probably like
I
put more
guess
pressure.
you're trying to calm down to see how they perform.
Yeah, they're trying to. I guess they were trying to see what Man United would do, which is strange. The Mount goal was pretty early, so that kind of settled the nerves. It wasn't like they scored two late
Maybe
goals.
the bright lights of Old Trafford.
Yeah, it might have gotten to them, but I think that game was there on a different day, a different team. They might not have given Amorim as good as a time as they did, but United did play better. That is for sure. So I'll
Mm.
give them that.
Anyway, what do you think about Sesko Nnamdi? Did Sesko impress you more this game than previous game?
I mean, I'm not even feeling any type of way about Sesko. I don't feel like he's like I feel like he's decent, for like a young striker. Like this nigga didn't score that many goals in Bundesliga. Like, what are people expecting from him? Like, but I'll say as far as like an all-round footballer, he offers us more than Haaland. You know, his hold-up play is better. His link-up play is better. He can move more with the ball. How much you spent on him? Does it justify? Honestly, at this point in time in football, I don't even think anything justifies. As long as the person improves your team, pay whatever. Will I say
That's
is an improvement over Hoyland? I'll say yes.
Fair, fair.
that's so interesting though, because you would think that Højlund, with the way he plays, like he seems like a player that would thrive under a team based on transition. But it's just funny that Man U is trying so hard to move away from that transition kind of style and to have more control.
I
Whereas,
agree. I think Ten Hag staying more
yeah,
like a manager, like in fact any manager, because all the managers that have come since then have been transmission managers. So it actually was a good fit for him. It's very unfortunate that now the club isn't as is trying to move away from that, and they need more. They need better hold up play. But Hoyland did fit whatever it is Ten Hag was trying to do. That counter attacking transition style. Yeah. All every single one of them since Van Gaal has been a transition manager, including Mourinho. Every single one of them, to an extent, has been a transition manager.
it's not funny that we now got someone like okay, I guess it made sense for them if they're really trying to dominate teams more, getting someone like Sesko, because I see like why some Arsenal fans felt like Sesko would have been a better fit for Arsenal than Gyökeres because of like what he adds to the team.
Yeah, settled possession play. But I
Yeah,
feel like everybody got what they needed.
yeah.
United are in transition.
Sometimes what you want is not
Arsenal,
what you need.
yeah.
I
Arsenal,
don't think Arsenal got what they needed though. I think
Really?
I think your careers will feel better in a transition team. I think Arsenal are trying to do what Man City did and get somebody that's outside what they regularly have. The only difference is that Haaland and your careers are not the same.
Mm, I
I
understand.
agree with that in terms of the transition part, right? I think Gyökeres thrives in that, but in terms of like I think Arsenal are in a position where they need the finished article. They don't need
Yeah,
anybody
Yeah, hundred
that
percent.
yeah, they don't need anybody that is coming to learn work like
Yeah, for
and the
sure.
hold up play, right? Although Havertz isn't the best at it, I think he can like kind of when he's fit, he can kind of like mitigate that
yes. I
as
think
much
I
as
think
possible.
having Havertz kind of we don't need to get someone just kind of like him again. Maybe
Yeah,
someone with
exactly.
that
So
style.
Gyökeres is the type of they need an ugly goal striker, a guy that's gidigbo, hand of God, gra gra type of striker. And as much as I agree with the transition part, because yes, Gyökeres, you can see that he likes running into space off the shoulder and all that. So he does fit that. But in terms of other part aspects of his game, I do think he fits Arsenal more than what he like if he scores 50 goals for United, you guys are finishing eighth. Like that's not going to really change much for the club because there are other parts that need addressing as well. Whereas if he scores 50 goals for Arsenal, that the title is going to the Emirates.
15 is like okay, 50 is a lot. Let's not even do that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
50 is like we
you
say
get the no, but
level Haaland,
But Harry
yeah.
Kane did score
But
those type of goals,
realistic,
and they didn't get the title now. Tottenham, he was scoring that volume of
no,
goals.
but that's the thing. Tottenham is not the team. Like if Harry Kane was in Arsenal right now, I'd be genuinely afraid.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but that's my
that's
that's
his
my
point.
point. That's my
That's his
point
point.
now. That's my point. That's exactly my point.
Yeah, the thing.
The only thing is he's good, but I don't know how long he will need because clearly he's still transitioning to the league. He comes and defenders body him like he's a baby. Like so, he still needs time in the league for sure. But the thing is, how much time does he need in the league? Now he might be great in a year after a full season, but Arsenal wants to win the league this season.
Yeah, I think Ope just joined us.
Uh, what's up, guys? Yeah, I see you guys are talking about my boy Glock 14. What's going on? So,
Block 14, they only get like 2 bullets.
I think say
relax.
I thought it was Gyok 14.
I'm not saying no Geok. That Geok sounds a little, it sounds a little suspect, bro.
I swear, get the message out.
But as I was saying, like I think to be fair, yes, he's not been
Yeah,
looking the
see.
brightest, of course. Like he's had only 2 goals, but like I don't think I think he's still doing a lot of what we needed him to come in and do, which is occupying that central space mainly and dragging guys away from like a bunch of the other attackers. And you can see like, and you saying like he gets bodied a lot. No, I think that's actually the opposite. I think this guy actually bodies niggas. It's just there are always 2 people on him, which is kind of good. Like I like when he does that because even Haaland was saying it like, oh, like yes, he scores goals and that is his thing to score goals, but it's not just about scoring goals. Like him making runs, him being a threat to defenders is also like helping his team in a way. So that's kind of how I see Gyökeres. I didn't think he was going to come and like score 50 goals. If he came in and did that, amazing. But to be fair, yeah, he started slow, but I don't think I think I still see there's still some promise in there at
But
least.
there is, he's a mature striker, so he knows other things to do besides scoring goals. But then for me, that's Havertz. So it's like
To
the
to be
the
fair,
real yeah.
to be fair, and I agree with that. I think Havertz will still have a very important role to play in this Arsenal team. And I think especially with Ateta, I don't know, Ateta likes Havertz, and there are games where because there are different types of strikers. I don't even think he's really like Havertz, but you can say, oh, he's like Havertz in with another different set of skills. Maybe
Yeah,
okay, cool,
I guess like
but
they offer something besides goals, but something different.
yeah.
Yeah, like Sam
So,
mentioned that earlier.
but yeah,
I mean I get the shot depth wise also very useful. Like it's not like it's not useful, but really the whole point is to like Arsenal has been scoring goals. It's not as if Arsenal was struggling for goals. Like the whole point was to have a gunman. Like okay, beginning of season, this Arsenal always do. You be first in December, but you need a gunman that will take you through the rest. And the real question is he that nigga for real?
yeah. I
Yeah,
guess we're yet to see. We're yet to see.
we not touch first since that 22-23, sure. So hopefully we do better this time. So, but anyway, I think we even digressed. We were talking about like Man U earlier, but I guess we can move on to Arsenal's 2-0 West Ham. But that match was boring in a good way. I won't lie. Like I was tired of the whole last minute area and everything. I was pretty happy. It was a very boring 2-0 win. I think we need more of that because
Yeah,
really that was Liverpool last season. They had a lot of games like that. They were just boring. They didn't really destroy anybody, but they just controlled the whole game, and that's it.
yeah. It's interesting for you to say it was boring, Sha, considering like this guy played the most, I guess, attacking wise formation that people have been asking for, like playing Eze and Odegaard, like starting both of them at the same time. Um,
Yeah,
so, but it was pretty nice to see both of them play. And yeah, like you said, it wasn't a crazy game. I expected Arsenal to win.
I
So
noticed something though early in the game. I felt like we did because Odegaard went off pretty early, but in the beginning of that game, it seemed very very scattered in midfield. I mean, we played this guy through once. He gave a nice through ball to Saka one time, but I didn't feel that comfortable. I don't think Odegaard, Eze, and Rice they didn't look like they didn't look as composed as I would have liked. I don't know. I don't know if Ateta will try that again. To be honest, he might just end up always playing Eze on the left, and having Zubimendi in there. Because when Zubimendi came on, we dominated the entire game from then on.
Yeah,
I think
I
Rice is
think that
very
goes
good.
to like Rice not being able to
I think Rice is very good at like winning back the ball and like maybe just carrying the ball forward and just covering ground. But I don't know if he's the kind of player that will get a ball torn and just be calm.
control the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting. Interesting stuff.
I
I don't.
mean,
I don't mind. I say
I
What
know it's the
players?
Caicedo argument that these guys are saying.
But I've
I
not
give
said
it
anything
in
now.
another way.
Have I said anything?
Chelsea,
I didn't
Chelsea
say
has the
anything.
best
I
midfielder
didn't
in the
say
world.
anything now. I didn't
See,
say anything.
if
I
you
just
guys
said
to work, key players there, Odegaard, Rice, the rest you just have to figure out how to fit them in. Like you need those two. Odegaard is definitely your most creative outlet. I see how Eze is brought in to be like a creative outlet, and I think he just needs more time. I mean, he's already Premier League proven. I don't think it's going to be too much more for him to adjust. But he just came in, like, it's just a couple games, so he definitely needs a little more time.
I'd
I don't
argue
even
it's
mind Eze.
Zubimendi Rice that is actually more important than
Yeah,
Odegaard and Rice.
Zubimendi is important,
Yeah, I
right?
think
Yeah.
I
Zubimendi
think
and Rice
I'd
for
actually
me
argue the other way around.
are the
Zubimendi
most
and Rice.
important. I think Odegaard is. I've noticed something. I think Odegaard is actually very, very. That's one credit he's not giving. Very good at actually unlocking low blocks. I think his issue is if defenders start pushing back up, like in an actual like high line or mid block. I think Eze is more likely just to release the pass one time, almost like Bruno esque. But when teams sit deep, it seems like Odegaard is actually much better at that.
I think that the best formation for Arsenal is the Rice, Odegaard, Zubimendi midfield. But
I
they
agree.
have to account for Izzy somehow. Somehow that guy has to account that, and I think it might be a thing where it's going to be heavy rotation with him, Martinelli, or what's this other game, Trossard. But it's clear that Eze is the refresher needed for that midfield. Like something needed to be refreshed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Partey left, but Partey and Zubimendi, I would say that Arsenal slightly, very slightly, but it's negligible, like regressed there because I think a fully fit prime Party is better than a fully fit prime Zubimendi. That's my own honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But swapping them out, I don't think Arsenal lose anything there, right? Maybe there's an argument that he passes the ball faster, which Zubimendi passes the ball faster, so maybe that might be the
And
edge
he's
needed.
available.
But it's either way. I don't have a dog in that. Is a dog in that fight or something? Yeah,
Well,
Zubimendi and Party. But I think that Eze refreshes the team a lot. I don't think he's I don't think he's so much better than if Prime if it's Odegaard that that he fully replaces him. I think I think there has to be a good amount of reshuffling, and I think it's a good headache for the coach to have. But Eze for sure makes the team like that midfield to feel a bit more, slightly more dynamic. Yeah, so it's going to be a rotation problem, but a good one.
I
Yeah.
think they give something different. To be fair, and right, Odegaard is more about like the industry, that kind of like threading the needle kind of pass in tight spaces. Whereas Eze has a lot more flair and dynamism in a sense, and he's also good off the left because we've been very very like our entire attack has been so right sided for a long time. But Eze on that makes that left actually tick. It makes it useful at least because now you're not really sure who to pick up. Saka has looked more free for the past couple of games I've seen him at least because there's somebody else on the left you have to watch out for. From what I've noticed, because he's looked a lot more. It doesn't seem like he'd be having a lot of people marking him anymore. That could also be because of Gyökeres too. So, Ope, you're about to say something?
Yeah. I mean, I think the Eze Odegaard. I, I, obviously, I think Odegaard will be better in that midfield, but most likely, like Sam said and you guys have said, yeah, he'll most likely just be a rotation thing. I think that is our best team. Now, there are times when he could bring in a mix of players when he starts bringing in the one area and the rest of them where, Eze can end up finding himself in that Odegaard position. But realistically, yeah, I think playing off of the left right now is what they would and is what Ateta will ask him to do. So yeah, that's what I have to say on that.
He
Well,
did, he did that a lot at Crystal Palace, sha. So
which is to be fair, yeah, that was his position. So all this central play, and I think Eze is even better in terms of. I'll prefer to see Eze against
But
low
you have you
blocks.
have to you have to think about how Eze was in Crystal Palace under Glasner. While he was on the left, he wasn't tasked with holding the width, right? Because they play a back three or a back five. Mitchell is the one that was always like the wing back because it's a back three, right? So the wing back, ideally, not ideally, like the wing back is the one holding the width. So Eze was playing on the left, but more like the left half space, if you catch my drift, right? As opposed to like the games where he plays for like who?
No, like the position now, LAM, left attacking
Yeah,
midfield.
yeah, 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 yeah. More, yes, exactly. So like it's more like when he played on the wing for England, he just looks not he looks good, right? Because he's a good player, but he doesn't. He looks like he has. There's a just a step low. It's like FIFA, right? When you put a player, right? Maybe his overall is 90. You now put him in a different attacking position, right? He's still a good player, but you see that his overall will drop to like maybe like 85 or 83 or something. Because while he's good and he will still play and he still has his attributes, but you just lose something when they are not in their preferred position. So I think Eze can play on the left for Arsenal, but then Ateta will have to adjust with who is overlapping, which is probably Calafiori or whatever. Like
yeah,
somebody would need to hold the width so that Eze can be in that left half space, which I think he's more comfortable with. Which is why he can also play on the left in the midfield three, right?
yeah,
If Odegaard is not there, because he's not he's it's very weird. He's not as good as a wide left guy. It's just very weird. Is that niche? He needs to be in that half space.
yeah.
So
But he wasn't always. So this I had this conversation with Daniel. I haven't showed him the heat map compared to Crystal Palace from the game he played for Arsenal on the left. He wasn't always holding weight. A lot of times, whenever
Mhm,
he
mhm.
came in, Calafiori overlapped. But when
Yeah, that's
Calafiori,
what I'm saying. No, I know, and Arsenal have done that. I'm saying like that's the best utilization
oh yeah,
of
he's
him.
not a weight holder.
Yeah, yeah.
If
I,
you're
I I saw that.
the person that is holding it for us very well, you can clearly see the difference. Madueke, Madueke don't be leaving that.
Yeah, they call them this is a chalk. You see, they have to have chalk on their boots. Those type of wingers, they are like on the line. Madueke loves that touch line.
Yeah. But anyway, I feel like that's the lesson about that. But anyway, I feel you guys. What were your predictions earlier in the season? Actually, anyone's predictions changed overall?
I'm trying to remember. Let me look through the table. I think my predictions. I mean, Arsenal, Liverpool, City. Those ones are still standing. I expected Chelsea. Chelsea in top six, because I think Chelsea was part of my.
No, we're seventh.
Yeah,
Oh
we're moving on to Chelsea versus Liverpool. That's the game I actually want to talk about.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
Let's talk about Chelsea.
That was the game of the week, so that should be
I know
that's the prime
I
time
had
game.
Chelsea. I had Chelsea. Actually third. I had Man City fourth.
I had Liverpool first, Arsenal second, Chelsea third. I
Yeah, I had
don't think
Chelsea
I'm going
third.
to change it yet, but I'm close to shifting Arsenal first, Liverpool second. But
Wait, now
we'll
what was
see.
your prediction? I don't think we ever got Euros actually.
Let me, I be City fan now, so
From where to where? So if I be fan of London, I go get like 6 clubs now. I'll be 7 clubs.
now two is not too many.
Wait, so you said you had City first, Chelsea second.
No, I will say Chelsea second. City first. I feel like I have to give Arsenal their bet right. Second, uh, who else? Liverpool is looking crazy. Oh, they are shaking like this, but they have too many good players, bro.
2 seconds. What type?
Yeah, fair. But I mean, I give Liverpool third. I give them. Yeah, that Arsenal. But Arsenal always comes second. Yeah, I give Liverpool third. Fourth, probably Chelsea.
Mm.
Yeah. Me
I
for
know,
Man
me,
U,
I actually did my
I'll
eight.
say Man U top eight.
Oh yeah, I know. I actually had my top eight
Eighth
from
or
like
seventh.
last season.
Eight or seventh. Yeah, one of them. I can't really say for sure, for sure. But yeah, me, I just give them a range. I feel like we'll get Europa. But that's what I expect from this team.
Mm.
Anyway,
Is top eight Europa? That is conference or
yeah,
conference league now.
Conference
Yeah,
League.
like Conference League. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my top six was, I mean, Arsenal, of course, then second Liverpool, third was City, fourth Chelsea, fifth. Who did I even put in fifth again? I think it was either Villa or
My
Tottenham
fifth
that I
no
put
fuck
in.
up. My Villa I put for fifth.
Yeah, I think it was Villa that I put in fifth and
I had
like
Newcastle sixth.
Newcastle in sixth or something. Um, so yeah, I
You
think
might need
mine
to change
is
that
is
Villa
looking
one,
a little
man.
shaky. Yeah.
Yeah, that Villa one is looking very
Yeah,
rough.
Villa,
Villa and Tottenham, I would say are probably rough.
No, Villa, no. Well, you said Villa and Tottenham.
no, I don't see my this thing. I had Tottenham actually fifth.
Mm.
Yeah, I had Tottenham fifth.
Tottenham fifth from 17 from on
And told you
before.
people that he did not focus on the Premier League, that he was trying to win the Europa League.
Still, bro.
But anyway, this Chelsea's game.
Yeah.
Um, well, to be honest, I wasn't really. I made sure I watched that match. I was not surprised, to be fair. But I'm glad it happened the way. But I celebrated that match as if I was a Chelsea fan. But Liverpool, I don't know, man. He ends up dropping words, but they still look as bad as they looked anyway with him on the pitch. So I guess maybe we can stop saying words is the problem. I think the entire team they need to be reshuffled. Salah is looking very on Salah like, because I know I saw the video you sent, and I actually agreed with what that guy said with a lot of his analysis, because this guy actually spoke about it after the match. What you put left back again?
Cucurella.
Yeah, right. That they made sure they targeted that Salah's wing because they know that he doesn't always like track back as much like that. That's it's not. I don't think it's a new thing. A lot of people do that, but the only difference, Salah actually scores when he gets that chance when he stays up. He got a lot of Salah like chances where he cuts into the left to finish, but he don't finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been the theme of this season so far. That dude has missed a lot of chances, even against Arsenal. That like I would normally expect him to score. It's not like as if it's a high XG chance, but whenever he cuts onto that left, I think he got goals from there like a lot more than he's getting this season.
Yeah, I
He
think Salah is looking the same
very
way
confidence.
he always looked. But it's just the fact that he's not scoring the goals anymore. Because typically, yeah, I can't remember there was a tweet where this guy was like, "Oh, yeah, there was this game against Everton where Salah ghosted the whole game, got 90th minute penalty, scored one man
He
of the
always does
match."
that. I don't think he has been the craziest,
Uh,
most hardworking anyway. I mean, he will give his fair, like he'll jog back sometimes, but it's not as if he has ever been that crazy in terms of covering that left. That their right side has always been weak, he and Trent. But
but
that
I have to give kudos to Chelsea, Sha, man. Caicedo and Esteval. Oh my god. That Esteval boy is actually who I'm actually excited for this season, like the new youngster, because
is
the
good.
way that guy is dribbling guys in the Premier League and the way he's looking, man, I'm really surprised that they got that guy for 50 million. But
Are you
yeah, kudos to
surprised? Are
Chelsea.
you
I
actually
think
surprised?
Chelsea right now, though. Chelsea right now, though, I would like to see how Maresca will play his way out of this defensive issue that they have with their injuries. Because
Bro, but
Good
they
point.
don't.
I mean, previously I know rate Maresca like that, but you guys won the World Club World Cup, so I have to give him his props. He beat Enrique, but I'm curious to see what he will play now because all these like I can't even remember the formation. I think Chris James was playing center back at some point in that
Yeah.
game.
Gusto,
Uh,
Gusto, Gusto was actually
so
playing midfield.
right. So that won't pass. And with the way Chelsea has been looking, I mean, they won the Liverpool game, but honestly, I think that defense has been looking shaky this season.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think the
So
defense looked good against Liverpool. Actually, the two defense did.
against Liverpool, surprisingly, as opposed to the rest of the season. But another thing that I would like to add on is adjustment period is looking like Isak too is needing some adjustment in the league because this man ain't this man is not looking like his old self. They are saying his fitness, sha, so um
He didn't really have a preseason, did he?
No,
nah,
no,
not
he
really.
didn't. He didn't.
Yeah, to be fair, sha, he's not, but the guy is not looking that, he's not looking
Joker
that
is not
great.
have preseason too sharp, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I
we'll give
don't
him time.
say, bro. When did Isaac transfer complete? I beg.
I mean, he played for their country with Gyökeres. But okay. I know we talked about this the Caicedo stuff in the group chats, but
Okay, so
what do
let me give my analysis because you don't dey talk. You're trying to shift it to Liverpool, which is so funny. There was one clear better team on the night, and it was Chelsea. Right? It was very it was very interesting that I was kind of happy that Badiashile was back because we have needed a left-sided slash center back for a minute, and that's been Maresca's headache. So Okpa was right. Yeah, there's been defensive problems the whole season, and it stemmed from not having Cole. So from there, everybody like everything kind of like breaks down from there. Um, Maresca got it right with his lineup, but honestly, that was all he had. That was not. He didn't really have options. He had like at the night, I think we had 8 injuries going into the game. Finished the game with 10 injuries because both
you go
center
injured?
back. Yeah, both centre backs went off.
Oh
Badiashile
yeah,
went
that's true.
off,
That's true. Yeah.
and Achimpong went off. So that's why Rhys James was a centre back because both of them went down. So it was very good. I was happy that you guys could see the whole Caicedo thing, bringing it back to that debate. But in all honesty, and I've been, I mean, I guess I've just started on the podcast for a while recently, but Caicedo has been good since the second half of Pochettino's season. He has been good since the second half. Most Chelsea fans allowed it to go because he didn't start off well. He started off very badly. As such, it's kind of hard to change people's minds when they've already seen you start off badly. But since the second half of the 2023-2024 season, Caicedo has been fantastic. His first goal for the club was from the halfway line. He has been playing out of his skin for a very, very long time. In a season that had Cole Palmer, right, the next season, he was the best player in the club. He was voted fans player of the year, players player of the year. He was the best player at the football club. Now it will take it's kind of tragic that it takes a DM scoring a blinder against Liverpool on behind like Monday night football, be Sunday night football or bright lights football, like everybody's watching you. This is the only game on before a DM gets recognition, which is terrible. DMs should not be judged by goals, right? And for me, he has been the best DM in the league for 2 years personally, but now he's not even in the conversation for
Including the season that Roger won Ballon d'Or.
best 2 seasons. That was not last
No,
season.
no, I know
The season
last
that Rodri won Ballon d'Or was his first season at Chelsea. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no.
Wasn't that
No.
2 seasons ago that Rodri won Ballon d'Or?
like it
Yeah,
was 2 years ago
yeah,
now.
and that
How
was
long?
that was when Caicedo joined Chelsea. Two
I
seasons
thought he
ago
said he's been
was
the best for 2 seasons now. I say
no, 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 no. He has been the best. This season now, and
okay,
last
okay,
season too
okay.
now.
I actually
Oh,
agree
okay,
that
okay,
Uh,
okay.
now for now.
I agree that
So
Caicedo
yeah,
was very good last season. Sha.
yeah. So it's unfortunate that's the game that we live in because that's the world football is in. They won't notice you until you score a goal. But he has been very, very good, and I'm very happy that people are especially Ope, that rubbish that I said beginning of season. But I'm happy that you are finally able to see is that it's not just Cole Palmer he's passing to. He's passing to Cole Palmer because Cole Palmer is very brilliant at making himself available, right? But if he's not there, there are other people that he passes to.
And because that, to my point, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't there. That's why he had to pass to other people. And to be fair, Sha, like that's kind of I don't even think it's just about the goal. Like part of what me I was also looking at was, I had the theory that this guy only looks for Cole Palmer and that is his escape route, right? I don't see
I
Mhm.
Caicedo
don't
as
proud.
being the best one.
No,
Why are you
no, but that's
Let
what
me
he
just
used to say.
finish.
That's what he used to say.
player?
Yeah.
Let me finish. But I don't see that as being him being like the best like ball playing this thing. But in terms of like tackling and how hardworking this guy is, oh my goodness, yeah, that is something that I underrated. It's like that beginning form where he started off very very bad. That kind of like just brought another thing out of him, and this nigga was like, "Bro, I will show you people, Pepe."
Hmm.
And yeah, he's been crazy ever since. Like I've been watching his tackling. Yeah, his passing not the best, but the fact that he now scored that banger, whew, yeah,
His
I,
passing is
I
pretty
give it.
decent too.
That you see why this is my
No,
issue
no,
with
no.
right.
The banger is just the cherry on
No, no,
top.
no, it's not the bag
He's
I'm
been
coming for.
cooking.
Not the bag I'm coming for. So the thing with Caicedo is this is why you're giving thinly veiled praise. It's very, very smart what you're doing. I'm peeping it. The thing that he was actually known for was the tackling, like the recovering the ball. What was very underrated was his passing. So you see how you watch the Arsenal game and you're like, man, there's something missing in this midfield. And Zubimendi comes and you're like, I don't see him. It's because like the reason why Chelsea don't the interesting about Caicedo, a guy said this on this podcast, one of these popular podcasts. Even him playing that DM isn't even where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to actually be like box to box. The person that's supposed to be there is Lavia, right? But Caicedo is so good that he can sit and play that Zubimendi Rodri role, right? And also play that box to box. Because when Lavia is there, Caicedo is no longer sitting. He's now in your face, right? Because Lavia sits, then Caicedo is box to box. But Caicedo is so good that he can sit, and Chelsea do not miss a beat in build up.
So,
That's the argument there. That's the conversation.
so
What is
is
actually
Chelsea's
underrated,
best midfield trio like Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo?
in my opinion, right? Chelsea's best midfield trio is Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo, and Palmer coming off the left with a right back overlapping.
Coming off the left.
Sorry,
Yeah, that
the
I've
right,
said
the
that
right,
thing
the
too.
right.
That
I'll always get the left and right mixed up, but you know what I mean. Coming off the right,
the right.
and then an overlapping wing back or wing and full back. Sorry, because they
Yes.
always play
That
wing back.
Palmer thing, playing central, playing calm. I think this guy is just overthinking it. Yes, Lavia is another crazy midfielder that is like
He looked
that
good in the
boy.
game.
Lavia
He
is
can't.
sick with it. Like,
Guy, that guy can't.
did you see the shimmy that he did in that
I'm
game,
saying,
where
bro,
everybody I was
Lavia
watching was like,
is
"Yay!" Lavia
Lavia
is
is
sick with it.
amazing, bro. Like he's like this. He reminds me of like that prime Renato Sanchez, but the guy can
Yeah.
actually also like tackle. Like he's so good on the ball, bro.
Mhm.
So Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo, yes, Palmer playing off of this thing, and just play Joao Pedro as a 10 and play Pedro Neto, whoever you want to play on the left wing, and play. I don't know who you not play as a striker. Maybe you play Delap if he comes back, or you play what they call that guy's name, Tyreek George. I be what is that your Evil Saka guy?
Even Saka.
You play
Oh,
Evil
man.
Saka there.
Nnamdi, Nnamdi wanted to say something earlier. I think you got cut off. Nnamdi, are you here?
No
He said,
idea.
don't enter car.
No idea.
But
Idea.
Wow.
No, they hear me.
I like Lavia when he came on. Actually,
Hello.
that shimmy blew my mind. I was like, who be that? 'Cause I wasn't aware that he was on the pitch yet. Now that shimmy will catch my attention.
What's gonna happen?
Me, I go
Yeah,
appreciate this
It's
guy.
unfortunate
Hello.
that Chelsea haven't really had their best team for like almost a year. Like their strongest available team, like since the Aston Villa 2-0 game at Stamford Bridge last
You
season.
guys, you guys have so much. You guys bought so many players at this point. I can't even take that as an excuse.
Sorry, I got disconnected.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Because you guys have a lot of talent, man. It's actually
Yeah,
ridiculous.
we do, and that's why Esteva is in this team.
Yeah,
I think the
Esteban,
Madueke thing
Esteban
is
is my most
unfortunate.
exciting Chelsea player.
Huh?
Esteban is someone I'm very excited about. I was so annoyed when Chelsea got him. I can't even lie.
Yeah, that's honestly, and that's why, unfortunately, as much as I love Madueke, he was the sacrifice that needed to go. Because with him in the squad, Kenda coming in next season, they have Kendry Paez at Strasbourg. That left side, Kopama is already there in 10, but like he
Nnamdi
can
is
also
back.
play there. He wouldn't have like he would have probably like gone lower in the rankings, and so unfortunately we had to sell him. I wish him good luck at Arsenal though.
No, you
He's,
cook. Now, do I trying to say something earlier? Because I think you were trying to say something before.
No, no, no.
Okay. Do you have any
Uh,
thoughts on Chelsea? On
honestly, I don't watch
perception
a lot of Chelsea games.
of Caicedo being the
Really?
best midfielder in the world?
Who
Do you agree?
best midfielder? I haven't seen
Caicedo?
enough of Caicedo to be able to tell. Like that's what one thing I'll say. Like I know he's definitely up there, but to far I go back and say okay, like if I'm watching him game in game out, okay, then I probably feel that way. But I'll say for the 100 million that they spent on him is worth it. Like they are definitely gotten their money's worth. Like no, he does not owe them anything. Brighton don't owe them anything, which is why I was kind of excited when
facts.
Man U was linked with Baleba. I was thinking it's the same thing. But the way this Baleba boy is looking this season, I'm happy the deal did not go through.
But wait, anyway, this Caicedo guy has been good in Brighton. Though. I don't think do people be hating on him. I don't understand why Sam you're acting like as if
No,
people.
because like no. They have been hitting on him. Caicedo came and
I know he had a
so
shitty beginning
so
though.
no so the thing about my issue with Verts, right? And I said this maybe not in the group chat. I said this somewhere.
Enzo, I
Uh,
know they've been hitting on, but
yeah, they've
Caicedo,
been hitting on Enzo. That's fine.
I feel
My
like
my
Enzo is inconsistent.
yeah,
Yeah, that's arguable. Yeah, but I think my issue why I don't want to let that Verts thing go is because so many players have come and did not, like Pogba, for instance. Pogba was getting booed, right? However you feel about Pogba, Pogba made Premier League Team of the Year, and he was
Right?
getting
Now
booed.
Pogba is good now. This guy Pogba
Yeah,
had 4 assists in one game.
yeah. Pogba came his first game. His first game in the Premier League was a banger. His
mhm.
first game, day one, like not. I mean, he had been in the academy, but like first as a 100 million, maybe multi-million pound signing was a banger. There was no chance, no time for anybody to waste time. Nobody was waiting for him to be like 0-0-1, 0-0-2, whatever. Caicedo, his first game, they wanted to kill that guy. I know he made mistakes. It was a bad game, but from there, like because he's a black man, shin kicker, this. Like that's why the passing thing is very important that I stress it. Because when you see a black man, you automatically assume DM. DM that doesn't have any technical ability, just slide tackle, slide tackle, slide tackle. The thing about it is that people like Pogba and Caicedo, not saying they're the same or relax. People like Caicedo, let me stick to Caicedo, right? The passing is actually a very, very big component of their football. They are not just like tackling and physical specimen. They are, right? They are. But like if you watch them, you see that like look at the analysis for the third goal, and for the second goal in that game. 99% of midfielders are sending that ball. But the intelligence to recognize where the space is and play a difficult pass in between two pressing Liverpool players automatically opens up the field for you to do what the manager has been telling you to do. Attack that Salah's wing, right? That Salah's wing has been there not just this season, right? But the painful thing about it is that when you bypass Salah's press, right, and you go on Trent's wing, you better score. Because if you don't score,
Yeah,
Trent is sending that ball back to Salah,
Salah and he
and
scored.
he's going to harm you. So that's why that thing has been there for a while. But since there's no longer any Trent to immediately send that ball, Salah doesn't get it as much, right? And of course, Salah is not as sharp this season as he was last season for now, right? But the intelligence and the wherewithal to execute that pass on the ground, it wasn't a high ball or anything like that. You have to take a second touch. The pass was so good that Lavia gets the ball immediately. Transition, Cucurella, the rest is history. It comes back to Enzo, right? And Enzo now plays the killer pass. That is Maresca's dream. That is actually Maresca's dream for that club in that midfield. He's attacking box to box midfielder. He's giving the ball to his sitter, who is giving the ball to his left back, who is overlapping. That the ball is now reaching his midfielder, the third midfielder, who is the supposedly creative one, who is giving the creative pass. That's actually Maresca's dream, and it was just so refreshing that most people that don't watch Chelsea that much were able to see this, because Chelsea fans have known this for like God knows when. Like this is how he wants to play. So that's why I'm very particular that it's not just the tackling, it's not just the ball recovery, it is the passing. He is an accomplished passer of the ball. It is not just a black man sliding tackling like Kante, which is good too, but he's an accomplished technician.
Accomplished passer. Accomplished passer is. Accomplished short passer.
He's not
Let's
an
give it that.
accomplished shot passer, okay? Like you are trying to remove the praise from him, but you
I'm
cannot
not
carry that
removing the
same
praise
praise
for
and
him.
give
See
Declan
me,
Rice. I don't want to bring Declan Rice Caicedo debate here. I don't want to just bring it.
Rice is a pretty good passer.
To be fair, Sha, and
Rice is
Rice
one
very
thing
is
now, one thing. Okay, let's go back to we can bring the debate
I don't
on
want to take too much
actually.
time on this one, Sha, but
Um,
I think we might be taking too much time on this
yeah,
one.
we might be taking too much time.
But
I
say your
feel
point.
like it
Say your point.
depends
Say your
on
point.
what you want in your team,
yeah.
like
Mm,
or what you need more in your team between Caicedo
right.
and Rice. Like to me, I get what you mean by Caicedo is more of a box to box, but if I needed better defensive stability, I'm going with Caicedo all day. If I want more X factor in my attack from behind, I'm probably going with Rice.
I think it's a worthy debate, to be honest, because there. I think where I'll prefer Caicedo is his ability to like receive the ball and get through pressure. But I think Rice is an all action midfielder. He's a kind of six where I think he'll actually thrive even more so if Arsenal was more transition based, because he knows how to cover ground. Like he's going to
I
be.
mean, if you want to sell to Man U, no problem, sir.
Of course, no. I think he's an interesting buy. Like that's
It's
why on
so
that eight.
it's so funny about this Rice thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I It's so funny that statistically Enzo was better than Rice last season. I'm not saying Rice is better than Enzo is better than Rice, but by statistics,
But what's
right?
the
But
statistics?
what stats though?
Enzo, yes, even in the league, like from progressive passes, short passes, long passes, Enzo was actually better than Rice,
Yeah,
right?
because he's
Now,
This is
Rice is
see the
Arsenal.
Rice thing, right? The Rice thing only holds weight with like Arsenal's position in the league, because it doesn't hold weight in
No.
trophies.
Come on.
It doesn't hold weight in
Okay.
trophies.
See, let me say
It doesn't
something.
hold weight in trophies because you
Let me say
don't have more
something.
than Enzo. You don't have more
Arsenal,
than Caicedo.
Arsenal is a much more dominant team. Rice is not required to be.
You're not a much more dominant team. You've
Ah,
been a more successful team
I think
in
we
the
are
league.
against teams.
I
We are a
mean, I
much
would say
more
Arsenal is a more
dominant
dominant team
team.
than
We
Chelsea.
hold the ball a lot more. Rice is not expected to maybe tackle 100 times.
No, that's why I agree with the tackling one, right?
Yeah.
That's why I agree with the tackling one. So
So
if
he's
you're
not an
in a
elite passer.
more, huh?
We have Odegaard. He's not expected to be giving through passes, blah, 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 blah,
But
blah.
then that's the argument I have with when you use things like goals, because Rice is expected to go to the box. Caicedo is not.
No, that's what I'm saying. It really depends on the team. That's why it's very hard to use all these stats who tackles more. I just by what
Me,
I watch.
I want you. My problem with Arsenal fans is I want you to pick where you want to put Rice, right?
Mhm.
And I will show you a midfielder who performed better than him.
I
yeah.
don't think I don't think
So
there's a
this is
midfielder.
my thing.
If you pick six, I will obviously use Caicedo. If you pick eight, I will bring Enzo.
Yeah,
And I'm
and
not.
if you bring
And if you
Enzo,
had me to pick, if I'm to be unbiased, right? Actually, if you had me pick,
Do
right,
you know how many reckless tackles that I see Caicedo make? Do you know
yeah,
how many yellow cards that Rice
that's
avoids
neither
for
here
his
nor
first
there,
two or
right?
three tackles?
That's neither here nor there. If the volume of tackles Caicedo needs to make is more than the one that Rice needs to make, then the chances of him being more successful and failing are also
Even in
more
West
than
Ham,
Declan Rice's.
even in West Ham, when he was in West Ham, this man was a tackling machine, but
Bro, West
barely
Ham
got
were
yellow
finishing
card.
14, 15, 20, like damn near
So the
20.
stats
That
were
is
still
not,
amazing.
that's neither here nor there. Caicedo's stats were amazing at Brighton too. That's why both of them were shelled 100 million for it. Caicedo stats were amazing
I
in
mean,
that
it's true
position.
now.
So
No, no,
this is
I
my
It's
agree.
not.
I
thing,
think
yeah.
that Caicedo is amazing, but to diminish
See,
what
to
Rice
me, right? To
does,
me, the only thing I'll give Rice is that the part that I didn't think he had, but he has excelled a lot at Arsenal, was his set piece delivery, right? From corners to free kicks, I've been very impressed by him.
Arsenal,
I've definitely been very, very impressed
uh,
by him.
This ball striking ability in general.
Ball
I don't think
striking, ball,
it's just set
ball.
piece.
Okay,
bro,
fair,
when you
fair.
watch
We can even
That
dash him that one.
Newcastle game, the amount of ground, this guy was the best player on the pitch against
See,
Newcastle.
this is what me I would say regarding this whole like midfield argument. Like, I'm not going to compare Rice to Caicedo because in terms of midfield position, I'll rather play Caicedo as my CDM. Like in that position, playing CDM, I'll be comparing
I
Caicedo
agree.
to maybe Zubimendi on our team.
I agree.
So it's not to Rice. Specifically, if I'm looking at a midfielder in Chelsea, it's going to be Enzo's position that Rice is most symmetrical to, if you want to say. And if I'm to pick between Enzo and Rice, you can't tell me I'll pick Enzo over Rice, bro. Like Rice is better than Enzo, in my opinion, in that position. So that is who I'll be arguing with. So that's what I'm saying. Like even comparing Caicedo to Rice, I won't really compare. As a CDM, I'll pick Caicedo over Rice. But in the position where Enzo plays, I will take Rice all day over Enzo.
See, but if I'm being
So,
honest, then let me be very honest. I've been very impressed with Caicedo, but if you give me Caicedo and Rice at the time, pick one, Chukwudalu, I'll pick Rice all day. If I'm being honest, I'll pick Rice. But at the
Sorry,
same time,
guys.
I agree.
I just came in. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey Daniel.
But
But I
my
think let me just say one thing. I think I agree that Caicedo is probably better as a six, especially the way I like my six to be. I think Rice is a world class six, but for a different type of team. But if I was to pick a six in Arsenal right now and it was Caicedo and Rice, a six, I'll pick Caicedo. I'll be honest. But
you
Daniel,
guys
finish
don't
up.
know ball.
Yeah, give us
How can you pick Caicedo over it be like Declan Rice? Like, what do you mean? The influence on the team, like, yeah. Caicedo might be good, like, as a six, but all round influence on the team. Like, who do you want to be as your teammate? Is it Rice
What
or
does that even
Caicedo?
mean? Why are you
Listen to
bringing
me.
why
Listen
are you
to me.
bringing
I'm landing now. Let me land.
non quantifiable stats?
Oh, it's true. You're a Chelsea fan.
There's a reason why Ateta cannot play Rice as a sitting DM. There's a reason.
No.
There's a
He
reason why
played.
there's he
It's
does.
true. Okay.
Come
Continue,
on, guys.
continue. You might be making a point now. I'm listening.
See,
I'm
no,
listening.
Daniel, you just came, so let me let you finish your point. Then I'll jump because I've been talking for a minute.
You don't interrupt me, so I'm listening to you now. You guys finish your points, cause
Okay, I'll finish my point. See, I hear you. Like I truly hear you, right? Because I've liked Declan Rice for a minute, right? But and he's all action right now, all action, wonderful.
yeah.
I would argue with him with Enzo Fernandez, right? And Enzo Fernandez gets too inconsistent sometimes. That's why I would even pick Rice over him. It's arguable for me, oh, maybe not for you,
Okay.
but I might slightly pick Rice over Enzo Fernandez. Right?
Slightly.
Slightly. There is no earth, there's nothing on God's green earth that will make me pick Rice over Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo is so good, right?
Hmm.
That he's not even the deepest sitter. That's not even actually his on his resume when he came to Chelsea. That was not even what he was there for. He had to learn on the fly. The true person for Chelsea is Lavia. The Chelsea design is Lavia that is to sit, and
Yeah, but he's
Caicedo
always
is
injured.
on. Yeah, but he's always injured. So for him to be excelling there and be the best, in my opinion, in the league there, right?
In the league.
Yes, in my opinion, is the best DM in the
Okay,
league.
okay. I can see where you're
If
coming from.
if for him to be that guy, there's nothing I'm picking Rice over if my gains with Enzo Fernandez and Rice are arguable. Like their
so
stats are very,
what does
very
Enzo?
good.
What
Enzo
what does Enzo have over Rice, please?
Yeah,
passing,
please.
that passing that you
Passing.
use, the
I
passing
think
that you use,
Rice
the,
passing is underrated. Yeah.
the passing that you use to shit on
Rice
Caicedo
brings like
is what ends.
what passing? Like
Bro, there is
that
no
It
ain't
depends
level
on
of
the
Rice
kind
bring
passing.
the
of
ball to
passing.
There's
If
no
you mean
Saka.
level
like
of
Like
there's
playmaking,
no
Rice
level
are you
takes
of
talking
10
about like
feet
please,
and you're
playmaking?
telling me
please,
his passing
please.
is less.
Enzo is, excuse me,
Are you saying in terms
Sorry,
of
sorry. My
playmaking?
voice is
when Argentina won the World Cup,
No, I can see that though.
who was the passer in that team? Please, who was the passer?
I think Daniel makes a good point. I
Are you
think
talking in terms of
I think
playmaking though?
playmaking. I think Enzo might be a better playmaker.
Are you kidding
Like
me?
he's a better playmaker
He is
because
a better
Rice
player.
be making crazy passes
Rice can
across the
make
field,
seen
bro.
All three
like
midfielders we named be making crazy passes across the field.
No, I'm
All
not
three
saying Enzo do
midfielders.
that. Enzo can
You've
be
not
like
seen
creative.
Enzo
He's
do
more
that.
creative. Like
Okay,
Enzo
okay.
is more creative.
So Nnamdi
I think
said
we need to
something.
move on, guys.
Nnamdi said something that's very, very evident. I don't think you guys watch Chelsea enough. And it's not an insult, right? It's more like I don't think you watch Chelsea enough because a lot of the takes that you guys have on certain players are outdated. Like there's nobody that's speaking on Caicedo and saying he's passing in some way. Like this, there's
Yeah.
nobody that's saying this is talking about Enzo Fernandez and doesn't know that his passing is actually superior to
okay, I
to
give Enzo his
to
passing.
Rice. There's nobody
So
that doesn't know that. So I don't
so
think you guys
outside of
watch Chelsea
passing,
In
enough.
terms of creativity, yes.
No, no, no,
But
no.
if you just say passing, like
Guy,
Yeah,
there's no
but
Declan
level
Rice
of
be
pass.
passing,
There's no
bro.
level
a lot
of
of
passing.
creativity is
Let me
passing.
let me let me let me tell you something. Let me make my last point before this. There is no level of passing that you want to equate, right, or define that Enzo Fernandez does not supersede Declan Rice. That's my own. There are multiple places that Rice supersedes Enzo Fernandez. If I'm being unbiased, if you were to take a midfielder between the two of them, I wholly accept that you will take Rice over Enzo Fernandez. You win.
But no, we're
But
in agreement. We're in
there's no
agreement.
level of passing that Rice supersedes. Rice is a former center back. It is not in his job description. Everything he's doing is a bonus. Enzo Fernandez is a trained passer of the ball. When you watch
okay.
Argentina in the World Cup, he was, other than Messi, he was the technical leader of the team in that midfield, my brother. So if you are not, that's why I said I don't think you watch Chelsea enough, and I understand it. But
Yeah,
if you want to
that's why I'm
speak
not
on
arguing
passing,
anymore. It's
if
fine.
you want to speak on passing, it is not Rice, brother. There's nobody they put Rice inside passing.
No,
He
no, I'm
does
not. I'm not
he
putting
does
him inside
things
passing.
which
I'm just
is
saying.
nice,
See, I
but
think I
nobody
think
they put him
I think Rice's
inside
passing is underrated. Yeah. I'm not arguing passing with Enzo, but I'm of course as a midfielder I'll pick him any video over Enzo.
I,
In
you,
terms of his technique, his ball striking is very good. He has some he be making crazy passes,
set
but
bro.
pieces, set pieces, Declan Rice is
not
number
just set
one.
pieces.
Out of all the midfielders I named, set pieces,
Yeah,
Declan Rice is number one.
not
So
even
how those set pieces is like crossing or like being able to strike the ball so I can reach the other player. Is that not what passes are? Like
I agree, but there's more to passing than that. A lot
I
of the
know that's
times,
why I said
a
in
set
terms
piece
of
is set
creativity.
set piece, a
That
set
piece
piece,
is
a
dead ball
set piece
now.
is a dead ball. Nobody's pressuring you now.
Well, why can't Enzo do it?
Enzo does do it. Enzo does do it.
When did he do
What do you
it?
mean?
Uh,
What do you
I
mean?
beg.
I
See,
won't
Enzo
agree
takes
that.
free kick, but his
I
free
won't
Wait,
kick
agree
no
with
dey
that.
how many
enter.
free
you know
how
they
many
enter, you know they do anything. Now what's
sorry.
I
Okay,
talk?
Arsenal fans, sorry. How many free kicks has Declan Rice?
Two in the Champions
Two.
League.
At least me, I know two
Okay,
Two in
how
against
one
many?
game.
Madrid.
Okay, good. How many? So that's how many? That's two,
That's two
right?
now.
How many in the league?
Standard.
How
Eh?
many in the league?
None.
None.
We've not
Okay,
You
scored
don't
none.
Enzo. Okay,
we
so
don't we
Enzo
don't
Fernandez.
take
Okay,
Don't
okay,
direct.
worry about the league. We just score our
hold
corner.
on now. So Declan Rice has two free kicks in the Champions League, and Enzo has one free kick in the league that he has scored. What's the difference, please? What's the great difference that you have used now?
The level, the competition.
Nigga,
Uh-uh.
he
see,
did the
A
two
honestly,
dead ball
goals
is
in
a dead
one
ball
in one
now.
game,
this
What?
bro.
argument does not make sense. I think Enzo is a better playmaker overall.
Enzo is a better passer. I give
That's what I was
Enzo
saying.
the passing.
Playmaking,
But
creativity. Yes, it's
outside
better.
of passing,
And I
But I
said,
don't understand. Playmaking and passing, like they are very
No,
like.
passing,
Can you
passing.
be a better playmaker and not be a better passer?
It is
No, no,
possible.
no, no.
It's
Listen to
possible.
me. Like you guys, like look at the definition. Playmaking, yeah, you're able to like create goals and assists. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But passing is like from anywhere in the field, like Scholes, for example. Scholes could pass, he could cross, he could do everything.
how
But you
many
can't say that.
assists? If you are saying playmaking, how many assists did Declan Rice have last season? How many
No,
did
now
Enzo
wait,
have?
now
He
wait.
has actually
Like
created more chances than any Arsenal player this season.
No, but
Like
I'm saying
all
last
the
season
corners that
now,
he be
Even
crossing
he
and
has the
then
most
somebody be
assists.
scoring who call.
over a
See, the
38
assist,
game stretch.
I don't have the stat, but his assist numbers are not terrible.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, this
That's
nigga be crossing
he's a
corners,
dead ball
bro.
specialist.
It's
Like
mostly his corners that we
Even he
score
has like
from.
2, 3 assists already.
See, Rice,
I don't know how
Rice,
many Enzo has.
Rice is a great striker of the ball. I've seen him play
Like,
just
that's
like
what I'm
this.
saying. Like,
I
you have
think
to
Enzo is a
like
better playmaker.
nobody is. I don't think he's saying Rice is not a
I
great
think
striker of the
Enzo is a
ball.
better
He's saying Enzo
playmaker,
is better.
and he
Enzo is a better playmaker or create. He's more creative. That's all I'll say.
I feel like I'm misconstruing my words.
But it's fine.
Rice is a better set piece dead ball specialist. That includes free kicks,
Everybody
includes
knows
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
corners. That
yeah.
is what I am giving him. Right?
dead
He's
ball
a
and
better tackler than Enzo Fernandez.
Yes,
He
yes.
has a
Keep it
better
coming. Keep it
engine.
coming. He
Yeah,
can head,
he can head the ball.
header.
He is better defensively,
Yes.
right?
Pace too. Pace.
Pace too, give him that
Thank you.
one.
Thank you.
But thank
Uh-huh.
God that when you are talking about midfield, the number one thing that most people always say is passing. Enzo Fernandez supersedes him there.
Enzo Fernandez is a better playmaker.
see, there are
He's
people
a,
like that. See, Valverde,
he's a better passer too.
Valverde is a great passer. He can strike the ball, but he's a terrible playmaker. He can.
See,
Yeah, but
thank
that's not his
you.
job. That's not his job description,
okay.
though.
No, so no. What I'm saying is, you can be a good passer without being a great playmaker, right? But
Yeah,
can you
Exactly.
be a great playmaker without being a good passer?
no, you can't.
No.
That's why Enzo can pass. He's a great passer.
Yeah,
No one will take that from him.
exactly.
But like I said,
That's literally like
I
see.
don't think that's
Okay,
I
possible.
so
don't think that's.
in
I
the
don't.
end
What
of
are
the
you guys
day,
saying?
oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think
wait,
that's
Sam.
possible.
In the end of the day, okay, I can agree
What
with
do you
you,
mean? You don't think what's
but
possible? You don't think
I
that
don't think it's possible for you to be a great playmaker and not a great passer.
it's not possible. That's why I say Enzo is a great passer as
exactly,
well.
like we're not taking that away from him. I'm just like when you say Rice is not Enzo is a better passer, you have to be like more like specific. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't just come and say, "Oh, Enzo is a better passer than Rice." I'm going to question it because that's what you were saying at first. Now, yeah.
See, see,
Oh
okay,
yeah, you win this one. You win this one, no
you
problem.
just agree to agree.
I agree with
Yeah,
You
this
win
one.
this one, no
I
problem,
because
no
give Sam
problem.
this one. Enzo is a better
I
passer.
think
You
Enzo
win
is
it,
better than
no
him. The reason why
problem.
I'm more at least about the passing because you can have an immaculate technique but not have the vision. I don't think Rice always has the vision. Sometimes he gets it
Yeah,
too.
he
But
does it.
I've
Yeah,
not seen him miscue. Bro, that guy be passing. Like when he sees it, he can even give. So don't go anywhere.
exactly
He
that's what
has
I'm
vision
saying.
to
Like you
catch
can't
the
just
ball.
take it away from
See,
But
him.
see,
I
I'm
think
not. No, no, I'm
Enzo,
not taking away from him. No,
I think
I
Enzo
don't think you
can
can
be.
be in a. First of all, you cannot be in a possession-heavy midfield like
Yeah,
Arsenal than you don't know how to pass the ball, right?
Yeah.
You can't. Like you will not make it in the club. You cannot be in a Barcelona midfield and you don't know how to pass. You can have other attributes too, but if
yeah,
you don't know how to pass and retain the ball, you will be sacked. There's a reason why.
You can't even get there.
Yeah, there's a reason why Ugarte did not make it in PSG's midfield. There's a very,
And
very
there's a reason
good.
why he's on the
yeah.
bench now.
Yeah, and there's a reason
He
he's on the
cannot
bench
pass.
now, even in now that man you are trying to get sense. There's a very small reason, but it's in the job description. You have to know how to
Ah,
pass. And I've seen
bro.
Rice do. I think the beauty of Rice. Let it not be like I'm coming to just slander this guy. Yeah, right. There's the beauty of Rice that I have seen. Right, the most impressive thing I've seen about Rice is that he reminds me of back in the day Lampard. Stay with me, right? Lampard came in as a player and evolved into every single thing that Chelsea needed him to be. They needed him to be box to box, he'll be box to box. They needed him to sit, he will sit. You needed him to, hey, you need to this season, you need to improve on your long range, he will improve. You need to move on your short range, you will improve. You need more assists, you're only scoring goals, he will improve. Like every single thing that Chelsea needed him to do, like the level of the team never got too big for Lampard, regardless of how much talent came into the squad. You
That's
buy
true.
90 million, 200 million player, Lampard will adjust to that player, right? So that's the thing I've been seeing about Declan Rice. I don't know if you ever get to Lampard's level, right? But the fact that he came in he started off in academy, right? As a center back, because he was from Chelsea's academy, right? As a center back, right? Went to West Ham, tested himself, played in DM, won a trophy, came to Arsenal. Okay, there are limitations in his build-up play, like he's not that. Okay, adjust, play this water carrier role, like box to box, and be very, 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 very phenomenal, world class at it, even,
That's a
right?
good. That's a
And
good.
that's why I'm impressed by him. Like I saw him make a pass, which game that was like incisive in the midfield on the ground. I was like, you can do this one
That
now.
was last game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was very, very impressed. he didn't used to really have that as much, but now he's doing
A
that.
typical English midfielder.
Yeah,
Lampard, Gerrard,
yeah.
okay, Bellingham too, Seth. Bellingham
No,
is
no, no,
more.
no. But he's not yet at those guys' level.
I'm not saying he's as good as
Yeah,
as the other, but I'm saying he's a typical English midfielder, all action. You can do everything. Like
yeah,
what is
and that's
Gerrard, what
what
is
is
Lampard.
impressing me about him. But when his name is put to slander other people, that's where I have a problem with. Like because no,
There's nothing to
like
slander, but every people keep comparing. I mean, he's
yeah, of course you
one of the
compare.
best
People
midfielders in
always
the world
compare.
today.
Yeah, for sure.
Factually, like today is among the best midfielders in the world, probably top
Yeah,
five.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
He was in Ballon d'Or. Let's drop the chat. Like we're good. Rice is up there. Caicedo
Yeah,
is
he
up
was.
there.
But
Enzo
Mount was
is
in
up
Ballon
there.
d'Or with Chelsea too. Now
Was
that was
Caicedo
when
in Ballon d'Or
no, he
this last
wasn't.
one?
No, he was
Right,
not.
Rice
Okay,
has been
thank
there
But
you.
so
That's the
if
so we
Rice
know
has
who
been
the
more
better
so
player
hold
is.
consistent
on,
in
hold on,
Ballon
hold
d'Or.
on. So are we doing by Ballon d'Or
I
ranking?
beg, it's not my balance.
No,
No,
but it's
because
an
because
added bonus.
if you are using that, I as a Chelsea fan, I guess some guys within my local.
Mount.
So okay, yeah, I
Mount
Mason
just did
Mount.
there. What's this? Come on there.
uh, he did
But
yeah.
Mount is good. Mount
Jorginho
is
won
good.
European Player of the Year.
No,
Jorginho won European Player of
Eh,
the Year.
Jorginho play for us now.
Jojo is
The
not
real
trash.
question is who's
He's a
better,
last, he's a
Cole
gunner.
Palmer or Odegaard?
Now don't
What
talk
kind
Palmer.
of stupid question is that? Everybody
Let's move
know
on.
Cole
Let's
is
move
too
on.
cold,
Let's move
though.
on.
Cole
Is
Cole
Palmer
Haaland
is
the
too
or
Let's
best?
move
cold.
on. Let's
Odegaard.
move on.
Is Haaland the best player, best striker the Premier League has ever seen?
Yeah. Recency bias will say yeah.
Is this us moving on, or is this like are you just
What's moving
asking?
on? I'm
Okay,
serious.
okay, okay.
The Man City game, but that goal was insane. Kind
Yeah,
of
that's
Which
very
one?
good.
Against where?
Brentford, Man City,
Brentford.
Brentford.
Oh yeah, man. That
Would you guys
guy.
say Haaland is the best striker that Premier League has ever seen?
I'm 100% biased.
I mean, I would
I
say
need to know where you stand so that I know how
You're a
to
Manchester
tackle
fan.
you.
because bro,
See,
like you know,
the only reason I'm a Manchester fan is because Haaland was my best player and then he moved to City and I had to follow him.
man. Thank God Haaland did not go to Man U, sha.
For real.
But they have different
Nah, I'm
conversations.
grateful, oh. He
But
would have killed his career.
anyway, you were saying something.
Who me?
Yeah.
Oh, what was I saying?
But you have an answer. Just someone
Oh
else.
yeah. I was saying that man. I think Haaland because of recency bias. I'll say Haaland. But I mean, like in the times where Henry and all these guys, that Newcastle guy, like Shearer and Aguero, bro, like those
Drogba.
guys are not doing what Haaland is doing right now, bro.
Maybe
Haaland is
maybe
crazy.
Alan Shearer is different though. I don't know. I understand the rest, but Alan Shearer is a different beast.
I know,
Like
bro. I know he's a beast, but like Haaland is doing it like consistently.
They were doing it consistently too.
I know, but Haaland is that's why I said recency bias, bro. Haaland, bro. And Haaland has more flair, aura, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like aura. Like the aesthetic, you know? Like he's bigger, he'll fuck that nigga up.
I don't think he has more flair or aura than Drogba or even Orisha, but
No. Nigga, I'm talking bro, but he was still better than Drogba though. Would you pick Drogba over
yeah, see,
Haaland?
I feel like football, sha. I mean, I
I
understand.
think it depends. If it's a final, I'm picking Drogba.
If he's a fire, picking Drogba.
He's
Bro, Drogba scored in every final he played
he's
in.
the final.
Yeah, I'll put him on the bench.
Nah, if it's every game, I pick
if
Haaland. But if
if
it's do
if
or die game, I'm
bro,
picking
if
Drogba,
we
bro.
have Haaland and Drogba, like let's say they're the same age, bro, I'm putting Drogba on the bench.
But you won't put Henry on the bench.
Hell nah.
The thing I was saying
I'm
again
not
about
putting
Hell
him on
Haaland
the
is
nah.
that
bench.
Haaland
Why
is
I
you
won't
won't
put
put you won't
I
put
won't
so
put him on the bench in
you
the
put
final.
Henry and Haaland have to play in the same fucking team, bro. Because Henry is going on the wing.
Bro,
You get me?
yeah.
I just feel like it's different though. Then again, I can also see an argument in
wait
the
so wait
90s.
wait let me hear what you're saying. You say
Yeah,
you play Henry,
yeah.
but you
On the
bench
left
drug
wing.
on the final. You play Henry
On the left wing.
that has not scored in a final in his life. You play Henry,
Bro,
but you
yeah,
will drop.
exactly. He's not there to score. He's there
He's
to
there to
assist.
assist.
Dribble everybody,
Oh,
open up that place for Haaland to just tap it
so
in. You get
you have
me?
a final, right? Henry is dribbling everybody to pass to Haaland, and
Yeah.
then the person that scores in all the finals is on the bench.
Bro, don't worry. He's on the bench. He'll still score. He'll still come in and score. If we don't score, then you come in and score. We know for sure we're scoring.
How
No
many
more.
finals has Haaland scored in?
Bro, you see, all this what you are doing is this thing.
No, I'm trying to know. These questions I'm asking you, how many has Haaland?
He
Between
has
Henry
not.
and
He
Haaland,
doesn't
him
really
and
score in
Haaland, okay,
finals.
compared to, but you're in the final now. So you have the two players the only two players probably on that forward
Wait,
line
but
that
one
don't
thing I
score
was
in
saying is
final.
that Haaland is like 22, bro, or 23. Like,
Exactly.
Oh, bring age. You're talking now. What time is this?
No, but we're
no,
talking
no,
about now,
I
sir.
mean,
Let's not
but
bring
no,
age.
We're talking
no.
about
The reason
now,
why
though.
the only reason I'm bringing it up is
Yeah.
because like it's not like Drogba was in getting into crazy finals when he was young. Like we put so much, we forget to think that Haaland is still
But
technically
we
supposed
are
to still be
putting
learning how
him
to play.
next to this legend. I agree with you. Maybe at the point where his career is over, they'll know there might not be a conversation to be had anymore. But
But
right
as of
now,
this point, yeah, like
comparing
if it's a,
him
like I
to
said it, me
legends
I said it
already,
personally. I
which
love
is also a
Haaland.
credit to him.
If it's a do or die game, I'm picking Haaland. I'm picking Drogba for just one game. If it's this is a final, oh, the name final has to be there because that's the only time Drogba's head used to work.
Nah, bro.
I'll
I
pick
think
Drogba.
I
But
think that
if
okay,
it's I'm going into a season and I need it's not even comparable.
doesn't Haaland have the best penalty this thing for out of all these people that are
He's
playing?
one
Yeah,
to
he does
one,
now. He
bro.
has the best
He's
penalty.
Yeah,
literally
so
he's
I
one
don't
to
have so
one.
me I don't have any beef with this
See,
guy Haaland. I
personally,
think he's phenomenal.
wait, Ope, do you have anything to say? Ope never talk.
Well, you guys have said it all. I think I
Actually, I haven't
don't
said
think
my
there's
point.
much more to
I
say.
never talk.
What? But yeah, Haaland is Haaland. You know that guy
Bro,
is a
Haaland is a
machine.
robot, bro. Like,
You know, he
jeez.
can score. He scores goals. Like, and I don't think like facing the goal, there's nobody that can stop him. Like
Yeah.
there's no defender. He will body you, even though he cannot dribble you. You're not taking that ball away from him. So,
And he can also you.
this is final talk. Arsenal know to the enter final, so I never know where I go pick. Maybe na Gyökeres I go pick, but
No,
but
but my own question is like, so there was analysis. There's an analysis that Henry did. Was it last season or so? I don't know whether it's Monday Night Football or something. And he was mostly asking like, what can you do when your team is not scoring, right? Like, what is the gameplay? Because as a striker, you're not always going to have that opportunity as much as you think or you prefer. So like Henry was a bit, I wouldn't say critical, but he was more like he needed to add more to his game because this volume of one to one he's doing, right, is wonderful. Harry Kane, if Harry Kane stayed in this league, right, I think he eclipses. As much as I have my other misgivings with Harry Kane. I think he eclipses Alan Shearer, or at least just passes him that goal. This thing
Or
isn't
he
he
takes
like
Yeah,
two
second
of
bro.
or
at the rate he was going.
yeah? So, but then Harry Kane also does other things on the football pitch to aid his teammates. And I'm not
Yeah, but
saying
Harry Kane didn't start like this though.
mhm.
Yeah, he grew into this.
It's true.
Like
Yeah, he did, but like Harry Kane, Haaland is 25 now. He's not 20.
not
True.
25, bro.
Haaland is
Under
25. Haaland
He's
is
not
25.
25. Look up his age. Haaland is not 25.
Even
Haaland
like
was born
23,
year
24.
2000. Was born year 2000. He's 25.
Oh, really?
Sorry, it's true. It might be.
He's 25.
Haaland is
Maybe
25.
I
Haaland is
know he
not
might
Harry
be
Kane.
around.
I mean,
Eh?
I've been known that one for a while. I don't think Haaland is going to is a Hurricane type of striker. I could see Hurricane trying to do. Remember Euros when he was taking corner? I know he's always liked to pass the ball and contribute to play. I don't think
Harry
Haaland is that
Kane,
type of striker.
right? This might be his season to win Ballon d'Or and shut me up. I think your question is he the best? What was
Striker
your
the
question?
Premier League has ever seen.
Man, I don't
Me,
know.
a striker's job is
I
to
don't
score
know.
goals. That is really it. Like all these things that we want a player to do these many things is yams, bro. A striker's job is to score goals. A goalkeeper's job is to stop goals from coming inside. Like those are the basics. That's the core of your job.
Like, I,
Mhm.
I,
Like
I can
do you,
agree.
I
I
do you
don't.
don't. I don't
understand?
think. I agree. I agree with that. I agree with
Let
that.
me
I agree with
respond.
that.
I think a striker's job is primary to score goals, but I
But
mean,
what of a striker that can do other things
yeah,
in
there's been
addition to
strikers
score
that can
goals?
do
No,
other
that's what I'm
things.
saying. So in that kind
Scoring
of
goals.
case, okay, the one I'll give is maybe Harry Kane. Because Harry Kane, to be honest, Harry Kane is a different animal, man. I can't even lie. I can't even lie at all. Like he's a different beast.
So if you give it, if you argue you want to put Hurricane in there or Haaland, that's totally fine. That's not even an issue. Me
See,
personally, I think Haaland is underrated for the other besides the other things that he does because he scores so much. I think his all-round game is getting better, but people overlook it because they just look at the goals. Before there were so many games when Haaland first came, there were so many games where he was missing the whole game and he just scores. But nowadays you don't see that as many. Like you still notice his presence in the game.
can I add to that? I think one thing I've noticed he does a lot more now. He's taking more of a leadership role in Man City. Like you see him like tracking back, like taking like heading out corners, even organizing with other teammates, even trying to get them involved
Yeah,
and
agreed,
everything. I
agreed.
think he does a lot more within the game right now.
I think the answer to your question is we'll have a clearer picture like with time, right? Because I think now it's too soon to tell. Personally, I can't give it to him yet, just because yes, he does his primary job, but there are other people that do their primary job as well as other things, like in the history of Premier League strikers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I think time will tell. Like maybe this season is the season he
Of course, time will tell.
unlocks his
I think I
massive
already
bag.
have him top five. I already have him top five.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
But
that's fair. That's
okay,
fair.
without arguing, definitely at least top five.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, I think
For,
so.
to have that best, I think he needs more time for sure.
if I'm being
Yeah,
honest,
Because the title of best is really people that have been Alan Shearer, Harry Kane, people that were in the league for a good minute.
I don't even have Hurricane over people like Henry and Drogba yet. If I'm being honest, I think
And
I
that's
think I think I'll definitely put Henry over Hurricane. I'm not even. It's not even.
yeah, I think so too, because like there has to be value to. I think a lot of the thing about my
it's
problem with
not just about
Hurricane.
stats to me. If I'm being honest, it's not just about the goals you score. I think your
but
impact overall.
it's not just start. Harry Kane, they ball. Like, what are we talking about?
Guy, Henry, Invisibles, 20 things, Drogba, all the things he won.
Yeah, but those are team efforts, bro. Harry Kane was in fucking Tottenham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately
but
for him
Tottenham.
now.
So I hear you, Nnamdi. Right? You have your the points you are making are in line on my view of football, but it's a bit of a problem with Hurricane. I have an issue with Hurricane. Right? There's value to your goals, right? Like the big goals, the big games, like the games that push you to winning stuff, right? And Henry had that, right? Maybe not in finals, but in the league for sure. Henry has 4 golden boots. Like there was value to his goals. Drogba has 2 golden boots. They both won the league. I think there's very much value to their goals. When people talk about Tottenham, right, they always say it very dismissively. Like this, I don't is that a word? They are very dismissive when they say it, right? Thought it wasn't Tottenham. That holds weight, but not so much because Jamie Vardy was in Leicester and they won at least FA Cup. They won league, right? They won Community Shield, right? Harry Kane was at Tottenham and Tottenham mounted a title charge with Harry Kane there. He was there. They finished third in a two-horse race and they finished second too. They also finished second. Tottenham have finished second with Harry Kane. So when you say Tottenham, it's like okay, he couldn't win the league. The league is harder. But like there were multiple Carling Cups. Like how valuable are the goals that you can score? And I don't think that question is there with Haaland. No question about that. His goals have value. They have won the league. They've won a treble, right? How
See,
do your how do your goals stack up with weight? Because are you scoring a hat trick against Sunderland, or are you scoring one goal in a die-hard match against Man City when it's 1-1? That type of thing. That's why I don't want to just dash Hurricane anything, because I feel like the Tottenham team were good enough to at least have gotten a small cup, and they couldn't, and
see,
they didn't with him.
I feel like Tottenham were cursed, man. How
I
I
think
don't blame them.
his stats are important. I'm not going to like undermine Hurricane stats, for of course not. But at the end of the day, football is also a very sentimental sport. The memories you create will always be remembered at the end of the day. That's why people like Henry and Drogba are on top. Uh, last. These guys they define the whole generation. I
Henry
don't
will
think
carry like a whole generation of African men to Arsenal.
I don't think Kane he doesn't really have that. But if he comes back to Premier League and actually becomes the top scorer of all time, we eat our words. We can't really say much
Yeah,
about
I
it.
want you to come back and mentor Tesco, bro.
Anyway, there's one. actually saw that topic I wanted to talk about. I wonder if we can get there. I saw Radcliffe talking about Amorim. He said something the line of Amorim has 3 years left or something like that. And
Yeah.
journalists will stop calling for.
Contract wise, not really.
So we need to give him at least 3 years before we can start judging him.
I don't think he'll give him 3 years. Let's be real. Like, but I don't. I think there's more leeway than what people are expecting. Like, people are just so like the league. To be honest, the league hasn't even really shaped itself right now. Like, why are people just any game you lose, any game you draw? Yeah. Like, what did they expect? We were shit last season. We got we got well 4 new players. One of them is a keeper. Only so much they can do, like scoring wise. But he's played his first game against Sutherland. He looks decent. He's still a young keeper. We got a young striker. Like, these are moves that we made for the future. Like, and the future is not this season. The future is in years. Like, people are just so impatient. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm if they sack Amorim, I'm not tripping. If they keep him, I'm also not tripping. Like, for me, what I can see is that he's definitely at least changing the culture in United with how the players interact and move and the expectations. His basic expectation is run, try, look as if they are paying you to work.
Yeah, but see, my own thoughts on that was like, why would you? I think Radcliffe, like I said before in the group chat, I think he's a great businessman, but I don't think he knows about football like that. Because why would you come out and say that you need to give this guy at least 3 years? Because, like I said earlier, like if you now end up sacking him after he loses 3 or 4 games, now you look stupid. Literally the same way they
But
looked
that's the thing. They
after
don't.
they start.
They've already
They gave Ten
accounted
Hag
for
a
that.
new
They're
this
not
thing
going to sack him if he loses 3 or 4 games.
in a row.
I'm telling you, they are not going to sack him.
I'll
Like,
be
it
surprised
sounds
if they
crazy
do.
to you because look at where you're at. But the way they support him, they are not going to sack him, bro.
Do you know why I feel like they could? Because why wait till after they beat Sunderland to come out and now support him? If you notice, they
It's
didn't.
not that, bro. They've been coming out and they've been saying it and they've been saying stuff. It's not as if they waited for one game to now say, "Oh, let's talk." Like, they've
They haven't really come
talked
out
to
and
him
said
since, and
this season though, and he's been under a lot of pressure. All the games they've been losing.
the pressure is from pundits, is from fans. The pressure is not from the board, bro. The board is fully behind him.
I just felt it was interesting timing after they beat Sunderland. He now felt he could come out and speak.
That I've bro, they've
I
been
wish they lost
asking.
Sunderland. Let me see what would
He
have
did a
happened.
whole
I thought they would
interview
have
last
backed him.
when we were shit, bro. Like, I don't think I think he genuinely believes Amorim is his man and he's sticking beside him.
So you
That's what
think if they finish 15th this season,
I
he
don't
doesn't get
think
he doesn't get
that
sacked?
that's what I'm saying. I don't think if he finish 15, then he will stay there.
Because I
I
think
think
if they lose the next four games, they
I
will sack
think it's too early in the league that people are just panicking.
They will not. I actually believe that if they lose the next 4 Premier League games, I think they will sack him.
So if he loses the next four, but he wins the next five, what will happen?
Like, okay, see,
Like,
let me tell you why. One, I don't even think they will lose. The next 4 games, one of them is Liverpool at Anfield. Nigga, if we lose that game and you're mad, that's on you. Like, are you
No.
crazy?
I'm saying if you lose,
I think that
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think that there will be no.
Liverpool at Anfield being one of those games just makes it a given. Like, your expectation should be that we're losing. If you don't expect that, then you're just looking for a reason to be angry at Amorim.
yeah. See, losing to Liverpool
That's a
is
very good
one
point,
thing.
though. That's a
No,
very
losing
realistic
to
point.
Liverpool is one thing, but then if you follow that up by losing to Brighton and then losing the game after that,
Did you finish above Brighton the season before?
We did not.
So
now
why is
Bro, we
that?
were 15th.
the pressure if these guys lose 4 games in a row.
See,
The pressure was not
the
there last
pressure is
season when
from
they were losing.
pundits. The
No, that was his
board
first
is
season. That was
not
his
as
first
pressured.
season. I feel like he had a long leash that as for his first season. I think he had a very long leash. I don't think they would have
I,
started that season, except
I
they
think
recovered.
he has a long leash now too.
No, bro, the
But
leash he has with the board, I'm telling you, is long. The leash with the fans was, I'll say, longer last season. But pundits were shitting on him every game, bro. Media has been shitting on
they
him since
probably
he
will lose
came
four
in.
in a row, sha. But I can't imagine Man United losing 4 in a row after all these things they've been doing this season, losing to Greensby and everything. and he still keeps his job. That would be quite something.
I think he will keep his job. I think I defer to Nnamdi on this one because I think there are two. So there's this thing that Man U fans talk about, right? They have the media noise. Like if you put a Man United news, it will get the most clicks, right?
Mhm.
That one you have to agree with that. Like
I mean, that's
Man
right.
United negative news sells. Like it sells. Like
Easy.
yeah,
No,
like
of course.
just put Man United something bad that you are getting clicks, right? The media, the pressure is from the media, and I don't think there's anything wrong in him saying this is his man after winning because the norm is that you come out and say you back your man after losing.
No,
Why?
but saying that your man can stay for 3 years, I mean, you're basically. So what if they come 15 this season
So
and United actually lose?
they are not stupid now. If Amorim loses like 15 games and Man U are 19th by like January, they will sack him.
Yes, now, yeah,
But
but they don't
that's
expect that.
but they don't expect that now. Like that's like if I say, "Oh, I like the way you've been performing. I'm giving you a 10-year contract," right? As whatever job you are doing, right? If you come to office and start shooting people and killing them, does that mean your contract
Why
is
would you not
fine?
expect that, bro?
Why would no? But
At the rate he was winning, he would have finished. We have been relegated last season at his current win rate.
Yeah, but
So it's not out of the
that's
possibility.
neither here nor there though. Like that's not going to happen this season.
How do we know that? He's not even
Bro, it's
one
not going to
player
Okay,
happen, bro.
how do you know
Like,
that they're
we're
not going to?
actually, like,
Okay. How do you know they're not going to win the league? How do you know? How do you know that from now to the end of the season they don't win all their games? How
They've
do you know
not
that?
yet won.
it's
They've not yet
so
won
much
2 games
noise,
in the league.
bro. Bro, we
They've
are
not.
actually
Yeah,
playing better.
they are playing better. Like we clearly saw the Sunderland game, right? We all
Like,
agreed
even
that.
Yeah.
besides the
I agree.
Sunderland game,
So if
like,
you're
That
saying
one game.
no, you're saying like, how do we know they are not going to lose 19 games? How do you also know that they win the league? How do you not know they are going to
They've
win the
not
league? What if
shown
from now
anything.
they
No,
beat Liverpool 2-0, they win 3-1, they keep
statistically,
going. We
statistically
are doing
speaking,
hypotheticals, right?
statistically speaking,
The 3 year vote of confidence is we are not where we want to be, and we don't expect to be the lofty heights this season. But from what we
exactly.
can see, there is small progress. They played you the first game of the season. Was the conversation out of that not that, oh, we played well against Arsenal? Wasn't that the conversation from that? They beat Chelsea, red card or not, right? Me, I think it's red card, but either way, a
No,
good
even I agree it's red card, but at least there's a win
but
there.
it's a win there. 3 points. They know they write red card, so it's 2.5 points. It's 3 points regardless, right? So there's still progress. They lost to Brentford, yes, but that's expected. That's what the 3 year. I think to me, right, what that 3 year thing is, we are not going to be there this season. We know, right? But with the small things we are seeing, there's a small vote of confidence to keep going. And I think usually it comes after like a bad game, a loss. Oh, we are backing our man. We're backing our man. But I think it's a bit different. He doesn't know football. I don't. I agree with you, Chidalu, on that one. Like he doesn't. I don't think he's a football man like that. But I don't really see too much wrong in that. Like
I think he's a billionaire and he's putting a lot of good people in position to
that know
make these
better than him.
decisions.
Yeah.
That's what it is,
okay.
bro.
So
Like,
what I would normally say is that
I've literally researched the history of the people he hired to run United, bro. These are highly qualified people, and bro, the transfers they've gotten have been good. The moves they've been making have been good. Like, why would I not think everything else is good except the manager? Like I said, if they want to fire him, I'm okay with it. I'm not like, oh, I have to keep him. But I'm also open to the fact that if I'm expecting eighth this season, right?
Mhm.
This is the form of an eighth team. Abi, this is the form I should be expecting for a team that comes
you're breaking up
eighth.
with the
No,
Sorry, you're breaking up. I didn't hear that.
no, I said if I'm expecting to come eighth this season, this is the form of a team that I'm expecting to come
yeah.
eighth. Like, so there's nothing there that's really like, oh, it's not working. To me, this is how I expected the season to go. Like, if you a team that comes eighth acts like this.
That I swear I can't hear you. You're breaking up
Uh,
completely.
You're breaking
wait,
up.
hold on.
But I
Okay,
think you're
I they
saying that
connect to Wi-Fi now. You didn't
if
hear
you're
me?
expecting it, they hear you. They hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah, okay,
Oh,
hear
yeah,
you.
I said this is the form of a team that's going to come eighth. This is what I expected this season. The only thing is that people are looking at because we play one game a week. They are always you wait for a week. If it's a loss, if you wait another week, it's a loss. It's like waiting for a week to watch the next episode. It's a pain.
This one will not be Netflix. That's just what it is. Like, if I'm expecting them to come eighth, they are on track to come eighth. So why am I complaining? Why am I shouting?
No, I get
Yeah,
that
if
part.
Chelsea
My,
didn't
my
beat
own is
Liverpool, they would
just
have been above Chelsea.
my own is just backing himself up like to a corner. You can just come out and say, yeah, I support this guy. This is my guy right now. Instead of saying,
Yeah, I mean, they
I'll
always,
give
but
you.
all these owners always do it now. They
No,
always do it. They will
I'm
say,
putting a
this guy has five
timestamp
years.
for
They will
you.
now, no,
Putting
no,
a
they always do
timestamp.
it and then they will
3
fire
years.
you.
Yeah,
I'm
they
coming out to
can
give
you
you
can
three
always
years.
fire. I don't think there's
You
any
can always
corner, man.
fire him. I don't think
No,
it's
they
The
any.
only
will.
time there's a corner is if he puts it inside contract.
No,
Huh?
I think they can fire him. Of course, I think he will if he keep losing. That's why I say that 3 years is just bullshit. He's just talking
Yeah, of course. But I think
because
it's not the first person to do it now. Every major manager, like at least at Chelsea, with a
no, see,
higher and fire culture.
Marinakis will come out and say Chelsea guys come out and say, yeah, this is our guy. They will not come and say, I give you 3 years more till I judge you.
No, Chelsea have done it. They will give you time and still fire you.
They'll come and say in the media they are giving you
Yes.
3 years.
How many years do you think Mourinho had before after winning the league? How many years do you think when Chelsea were going to in the 2015-2016 season that Chelsea finished in? How many years do you think his contract extension was?
So I'm not even saying contract. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you
Chelsea
come out.
no, so Chelsea put it in their this thing, and there was media briefings that Mourinho is staying here for like 3-4 years. Abramovich is not a talker like Ratcliffe now, so he was not going to come out and say.
That's
But
my
like,
point.
but
Though.
the media brings it out now.
That's different. The media can
Not the
bring it
media,
up.
sorry, not the media, the club, like the club hierarchy, they do like press briefings now. The club hierarchy is saying we're giving Mourinho 4 or 5 years, and they sacked him.
It just looks a bit like kind of like with the whole Ten Hag thing coming out and like supporting him and like extending his contract when he's coming out and fire him again. It just looks like you don't know what you're doing. Basically.
Mm,
No, I,
fair. I see what you
I,
mean, Sha.
I,
I see what you mean.
I, I actually think, funny enough, with all this, I think Amorim is a good coach. I don't think Man United, the same thing that happens to players, I think happens to the managers. And it's been happening for to a lot of them, to be fair. So they need to, it seems like a very toxic environment, but who knows? Anyway, the last thing I want to talk about was, this one, we don't spend too much time on it. Do we think Nigeria is making the World Cup?
Nah.
I think, I think,
No,
I
faithless.
think that, I think that they are helping. They have helped that country enough. Let me not say this country. They've helped that country enough because I heard Eritrea like dropped out, so they're now trying to do like points distribution to help, not to help Nigeria and Cameroon, but like those are the positions that they are in. So
So you
whichever
think
country,
they are conniving to help Nigeria and Cameroon
I don't
qualify?
think I don't think they are conniving, but also with South Africa losing 3 points too now to drop our
Uh,
group, they are FIFA is a marketing scheme.
yeah. Having
They are
Nigeria there is
having
better.
Nigeria boosts exponentially for you, right? It's also why when they say, "Oh, they're shootings in America, they should boycott the World Cup." I'm like, that's not happening. MetLife Stadium alone is bigger than where's the biggest? Is it Old Trafford or something or Tottenham Stadium?
You
MetLife
know that
Stadium
Atlanta
holds
is
more.
the best in the world.
Yeah, like they hold more weight, so like that is revenue coming in, my guy. They are not canceling anything. You will have the World Cup in Atlanta, Georgia, and you go like it, like so. I think that Nigeria, as we are, there are things are happening in our favor for us to win. If we cannot beat Lesotho, just forget about it. Just forget. I still think we're going to choke, but I believe, I
Now,
hope.
do you think Nigeria is coming to the World Cup?
I don't. He said no.
Oh, okay. But I mean,
Is he still online? Nnamdi?
he's here. He's here.
Yeah, I see there.
So, do you think Nigeria is making it to the World Cup? Because now the deducted points from South Africa and the whole Eritrea thing, it
But what's the
seems they
point of
have
us
one
making
step
World Cup, bro? Like, we're just going there to
You
carry
know what?
number. Like, it's unnecessary. Like, I don't want to see that. It's like putting Man in Champions League. What are we doing there?
It's for the vibes, for the
This
best
has
jersey,
this
best
has
jersey.
happened. Nigeria has happened to every football fan. Like it has happened where you're like, you know what, fuck these guys, man. I
Bro,
don't care
like
what
we
you
have
say.
enough talent, bro. Look at the talent that we see every like all these niggas are balling outside, but like I don't even think it's just a team thing. I think it's also structure, like the NFF. Like there's so many things
They're
involved.
picking the players though. They're picking the best players to come and represent the country. So if they don't call up someone like Osimhen or Boniface, everyone will cry.
Are
But
they really picking the best
I
though?
mean, they're picking the most popular ones.
Yeah, the best is like for every national, this thing has like almost enough, like at least a solid one or two players from their homegrown.
So
Like
beautiful.
Brazil will always still
So
bring somebody from their
I wanted to
village.
bring up this point. I wanted to because I was doing a little bit of like digging and everything. You notice something though. I don't know if we'll ever be really, really good if we don't actually get our league right. If you don't actually have a stable, solid league where like because if you look at like the great Spanish teams, bro, you get like 8 players from Barcelona or even that's also Brazil's issue right now. All
Yeah,
their
I
players are
think a lot of their players come to Europe too early.
yeah, they are trying, yeah, and they're trying
Yeah,
to. You see, they're trying to infuse more Brazilian league players
yeah,
these days.
they need like players to stay more first and then be fully grounded before they go to Europe. Yeah. So I think we need that too. I don't think it's just by picking the popular guys that we see in Champions League
Yeah,
or
because we have individual, but we don't have a team. We don't have like
mhm.
an actual solid team.
And we don't have a midfield. That midfield is ass.
It's very ass.
My guys come out, man. I will see you now later.
All right, man. We go, yeah, man, bro. Anyway, I also wanted to get to that La Liga coming to the US thing, and we want pivot from our. You get any thoughts on it? You have any thoughts on it?
I think it's fine. Well, I think it's fine because I actually had this conversation with TD and TD was like, no, like the game's gone. And I'm like, yeah, it's gone, but like don't La Liga play their Super Cup matches in like Saudi or
Yeah, there was
something like that.
already a lot of backlash with that one as
Yeah,
well.
they already do that. And I think maybe okay, I don't agree with league games. I think league games are for the I think what it is that at its core it's wrong. Because the sport was invented for the working man. The working man comes from work, is able to come and watch his team play on the weekends, like escape from reality, right? If you take those games that they pay for abroad to another country that this working man has no interest in or business in, then you are taking the sport away from what it was initially created for. But a lot of these teams are doing this because of financial constraints. They are trying to do globalization of the sport, so they are taking La Liga to where it has other fans like Miami. They're not going to take they're not going to play La Liga games in Arkansas. I'm going to play in Miami, where that has a very heavy Latin
Yeah,
population. It's more, I think, as the common man, it sucks, right? Because the game's gone. But these guys are doing it. It's financially driven, and from a financial aspect, you can see why they are trying to do it. On the other hand, if you want to argue for globalization of the sport, the NFL has one game in London every season.
yeah,
Every
Tottenham.
season. Yeah, they have a game they usually just pack one useless game and go to.
I would like to see the numbers though, because does it really move the needle? I understand the NFL because like the UK don't have football,
Yeah,
not American football.
they are trying to globalize their thing or like maybe
It makes
appeal to more
sense,
fun. Yeah,
exposure. But
yeah,
you guys
exposure.
have already watched soccer. They know
Yeah,
Barcelona. They know this
but a
team.
lot of them too don't will not get to see their favorite team play, right? But I think I agree with you because preseason too is there. You can go and
Yeah,
see preseason games and go and see your Lamine Yamal or whatever. But I think it sucks for the working man. I just the only reason I'm saying I understand the financial aspect from it of it. I
I mean
think
I
that's
get
what they're
it.
trying to do. It
And
La
Premier League
Liga,
is
no,
already
yeah.
Premier League is so far away. I think they're trying to like kind of like get to.
Premier League should not do it. I don't think you should carry a game. Imagine like the time where derby with like
Yeah, I'm not.
Sunderland
The
and
people
Newcastle
will do it. It doesn't
that
make
are very
financial.
like die hard. They want to kill themselves. You want to go and carry it to
It
like
does not even make financial sense for the Premier League. They really make money. But
yeah
I'm saying La Liga. I think La Liga is trying to like
yeah. And that's
cover,
why I said it's financial.
fill that gap.
They are going through it financially. So I guess that's what they are trying to do. So
But
that's
I
the
mean, then
only
again, you can also say the fans in Miami, don't they matter as well? I mean, the working
the
man in
fans in
Miami,
Miami don't matter as much as the fans in wherever the teams are from. They matter, yes, but like how many diehard Barcelona fans are in Miami versus how many diehard
I know some diehard Barcelona fans are in Atlanta.
yeah, but there are diehard Barcelona fans that are in Barcelona too that will die for the club in that Barcelona more than you that are here in Atlanta, Smoky Uka, that kind of thing. So I get it right. I can see how it's annoying. It must be annoying for the common man, like guy. My last 35 60, 70 bucks. I won't go see my club after suffering and work. You don't carry my match, go Miami, where I know fee.
So,
I have
I
never
mean,
been before. It's kind of like annoying. So
the people that benefit the most are probably even Barcelona and Madrid. I don't really know how much the smaller. I mean, I
I think
guess
it's
they
like
could.
no, it was Barcelona Villa. Who's no, not Villarreal. Sorry, who are they playing? It's
Barcelona
not
Villarreal, yeah. Barcelona
like
Villarreal.
yeah. So like,
But I mean, so it's Villarreal's home game that they're carrying there. But
can you
that
imagine?
stadium is going to be filled with Barcelona fans, not Villarreal fans.
There's no that's not that's what I'm saying. Like it sucks for the common man. Like if I've been supporting Villarreal for how many years, can you just carry my home match? I look forward to every year to if I hate Barcelona, I look forward to like when Barcelona and Madrid come. I look forward to it. You've carried it to Miami. What are
It's
we
not a
doing?
home game for Barcelona.
Yeah, what are you
So, so,
doing? What
so,
are we
so
doing?
Barcelona is playing 2 home games because that Barcelona Villarreal home game that's supposed to be Villarreal in Miami is probably going to be mostly Barcelona.
Will you like I don't know. I agree. I agree. The game is gone. But I think it's just financial.
But La Liga has to cover that financial gap with the Premier League
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah. It's financial. Yeah, that was why I started with. Like for the working man, it sucks, but financially, I think it
Also for
works.
Villarreal
It
as well,
works.
because apparently they're splitting the money, and Villarreal will
Oh yeah,
benefit
of
from it.
course, of course. There's
So,
no Villarreal won't do it if they're not getting any benefit from it now.
yeah.
Yeah, but
And that thing about is if he's successful and more teams start moving their league games to the Premier League, what does that even say for like about
you said
MLS?
league games to like the MLS. Yeah, you see.
How would they react to like teams other leagues coming to their countries taking their fans?
There will be pushback when so like this is a capitalist economy, right? There'll be pushback when the numbers don't make sense again. The powers
Yeah.
that be will kick back when the numbers stop making sense. So that's
Anyway,
how I see it.
I think that's it for today. All right, man. It was a fun conversation.
Oh, it really was. It really was.
All
It
right, now
was
next week.
interesting.
Actually,
All right.
probably
It's
next 2 weeks.
international break.
Yeah, next 2 weeks.
Okay.
Except Nigeria qualifies.
To have a brief 30 minutes convo.
Exactly.
But yeah,
All right,
this was good. This was good.
nice.
All right. Have a good one.
Open your eyes.
It don't finish, yo. See you next week.